Hello, I'm Taya Vicia, and I am a 17-year-old athlete, and I live in Keremeos, BC. I have been in competitive sports pretty much my entire life. I started doing competitive triathlons when I was 6 years old, and I was on the soccer team as soon as I could be, and I played volleyball, basketball, and soccer also as soon as I could in elementary school, and just being on those teams ever since I was really young and just growing up in that environment just really created a passion inside me for sports and athletics in general. It wasn't about till grade 10 when I realized that playing sports was less of a hobby and became more of a passion, and especially basketball, that slowly became for sure my favorite sport. And about in grade 11, I think, that's when I realized that that was something I wanted to pursue, and that I wanted to play basketball in post-secondary. So that became my goal, and I just started training really hard and dedicated myself to it. And yeah, the spring following my grade 11 basketball season, I was on the school soccer team, and my main focus was still on basketball. I had big plans to train over the summer and just really take my game to the next level and just be really prepared for my grade 12 season, and that's when my injury happened. It was actually at soccer provincials when I got injured. Going into like the first two games, I had a minor injury on my right knee, so I didn't play for the first two games, and then the third game my coach was like, do you want to try it, do you want to go in? And I said yes, and I wasn't even on the field for more than 2 minutes, and I was hit from behind, knee-to-knee contact from a girl that was like twice my size, and I just fell to the ground in excruciating pain, and I was holding my knee, and then, I just, like, in that moment, I was really hoping that, it wasn't something serious, but it really felt like it. Right after that, I went to a physio, and all he told me was that I bruised underneath my kneecap, so that gave me a lot of hope. I was walking that night. It was really painful still, but yeah, it gave me hope that it wasn't anything too bad. And then, so after that, it was just like really maintenance. I was icing, resting, and then once it got better, I started training again. Training for basketball because soccer season was over, and then I would tweak it again, and then I'd rest, and then I'd tweak it again. And it was just an ongoing thing. And then finally I went to another physio, and that's when he did an anterior drawer test, and that's when he broke the news to me that I had ACL damage. And in that moment, I was just like flooded with a bunch of emotion. Obviously I was really heartbroken. I started crying, and it was not the news that I wanted to hear, obviously. So right after I was told that news, obviously I went and booked an MRI to double check if he was right or not. And then I got my MRI, I got my results, and it was true. I completely tore my ACL. And so after that, we were on the hunt for a surgeon as soon as possible. And if you know anything about surgeons, it's a really, really long wait. And so I was on the waiting list for a really, really long time, and eventually I got my surgery on February 1st, 2018. Prior to my surgery, I was in Biology 12, and instead of a final exam, we did an inquiry project. And this project, I knew pretty much right away what I wanted to study, and that was ACL injuries in men and women. And after doing this, it just made me really kind of passionate about the subject, honestly. And I wanted to do more research, and then after that semester was over, I had my second semester, and I was in this class, or I am in this class called we called it explorations or passion block. And honestly, going into it, I didn't really know what to study. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. But then after like a bit of thinking, I was like, why don't I just do more research on ACL injuries, ACL surgeries, and kind of track my experience after my surgery. So during this class, I didn't actually end up just learning about ACLs and surgery and the anatomy of the knee and any like stuff like that. Obviously, I did like learn a lot more about that, but I did already know quite a bit. But this class also taught me a lot about YouTube. Like I said, I was documenting, vlogging my experience after my surgery. So this kind of forced me to learn how to edit videos and things like that. And that's been really cool because for like the longest time I've always thought about starting a YouTube channel. And this class was just encouragement to and gave me a topic to video about. So that's been really cool. And also I dove into a little bit about mental toughness, because prior surgery and before surgery you need to be mentally tough for sure to really succeed afterward and to come out stronger than you were before. So doing different research about that has been really cool. I mean, it helped me through the first few months of after my surgery. So that was really cool, and also just to be able to document it and share it with others has also been really sweet. Overall, this class has been super awesome and helpful to me. It's definitely helped me realize what I would like to focus on and study about in post-secondary, and this actually also gave me the opportunity to job shadow physiotherapists, so it kind of gave me insight on what I might be going into after high school. And so that's been really cool, and yeah, I've just been really thankful for this class. It's helped me to learn more about myself and more about what I want to pursue. And yeah, now I'm 2.5 months post-surgery. I'm working hard to get back to 100% to play basketball in the fall. And yeah, so I'm excited, and that's my story, I guess.